Greetings, family, to a new series, a Moorish series that we're going to have every Monday. I am your host, Brother Unc Rising Sun, also known as Uncle Hanky. Um, Uncle Hanky is going to be providing for you tonight. I'm going to be a host for a brother who I call a scholarly genius in our community. And it's an honor to have him on the show tonight. This is Dr. Abdullah Bey. He is going to be on Moorish Mondays for the purpose of becoming a dream master, understanding the power of the spoken word and the etymology. Our brother Abdullah Bey is a published author of multiple books, and he will guide us in becoming more aware of the power of sound, the power of the spoken word. So without any further speaking on that, there's something else we're going to do. This came to me and we've been working on it. While I'm talking about it, we're going to start back. See, we're going into hard times, fam. I'll just be straight. Some of us may not even make it through the rest of 2024. Thunderclouds are on the horizon. A storm is coming, and we're going to fortify each other in the spirit of Ubuntu. We're going to assist each other with healing circles. I'm going back to the Healing Circle Tuesdays. So we can, through our I am, through our Nuk Pu Nuk, through our Om, we will come out in the spirit of a superhero. Okay? Let me put my phone on mute. So each hour on Monday, Moorish Mondays, and Tuesdays at 7 p.m., we're going to have the Healing Circle. And wherever you're listening from, let us know in the chat. I took the time to have an imam, a medicine man by way of Ecuador, and a Yoruba priest videotape for you, for me, for us, prayers. So we're going to start the opening in a little more enhancement. So without further ado, let's start. Okay, and here we're going to have the best tasting soup. I had some soup today, and it was pretty good, but it doesn't hold a candle to this brother here. Here it is, family. The best soup in Brooklyn. Prepared meticulously, exclusively by the world-famous Coconut Rob. Coconut Rob, what do you have in this delicious
what did I do?
Conundrum? This awesome feast of nutritious delight. Tell us what you hooked it up with.
It's a combination of a couple of things, actually.
Couple? Looks like a whole collage.
Well, the actual base of it is the great northern beans, great northern white beans, and then we did it with a whole, as you would say, a conundrum of vegetables. All right, the malanga cocoa, which I like, of course. It's a root vegetable, but it's low in starch and rich in vitamin B2. So we use that and let that kind of come to a boil in the water, and then that thickens the broth.
Wow.
Then we use the borrow bananas, butternut squash noodles. Also, we use zucchini noodles, bell peppers, red bell peppers, green bell peppers, yellow bell peppers. And in this one in particular, we brought both East African and West African seasonings. We use the East African seasoning called a shiro, which is usually used with like miso wet and lentils and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's added like a little bit of spice. And then we use the Ghanaian seasoning in there that's called shitsu, or shitu, actually. It's like a red bean.
Lord have mercy.
This one is all vegan, of course. It's got a nice little spice to it.
Yeah, and
So-
those who are sensitive to salt, is there any salt in here?
Absolutely no salt.
No salt.
We don't use any salt.
What days are you here?
Well, today I'm here Tuesday. Tomorrow I'll be here too, but the soup days are principally Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. But, of course, the public demands, I'm going to probably make a small one also tomorrow as well.
Excellent. And
look good?
yeah, man. What's the contact number?
Oh, 347-243-1678. And, of course, you know I'm here at Nicholas, Brooklyn.
1396 Fulton
1396
Street
Fulton
in Brooklyn,
Street.
between New York and Brooklyn Avenue. God
Absolutely.
bless the cook and the time it took.
The toppings are arugula, avocados, a mango chutney, a cucumber chutney, and culantro, or what they call shadow benny. Baby spinach and baby arugula.
Excellent. Yummy, yummy for your tummy.
All right. That was God bless Coconut Rob. God bless the cook and the time it took.
Family, I am here with a magical moment of young musicians. And this is Kim, Sister Kim, and she has a message about investing into the future musicians of our community. Sister Kim, tell us what you got here.
Hi everyone, Kim, proud parent of children at the Big Apple Leadership Academy for the Arts. We teach HBCU high stepping marching band to our kids from age 5 and up. It is a free after school program, tuitionless, and it's open to all. Our kids are amazing. If you can, jump on our website. We're looking for support, donations. Our kids need new instruments so that they can high step on. Our website is www.balaa.org, BALAA.org. And I appreciate the time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
And so, family, listen up close. We're talking about investing in the artists of tomorrow. By investing in them, if you have a little expendable change to invest in the youth, the genius, this is the opportunity. And in this description on this video will be the details of sending your donation to PayPal or Zelle or Cash App.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. So thank you for your support. Our children are the future.
Okay, children are our future, and we're just customizing the opening because we're going to amp up, family. We're going to amp up the prayers, the I am affirmations, so that we can walk on water and fly through the air with you, me, the family, your friends, your loved ones. We're going to use our crystals. We're going to use our prayer sticks. We're going to harness the cosmic fire that thrives in our heart. We are success personified.
A call to action. The time is now. Summon the warrior energy in you, the healer in you, the divine masculine, the divine feminine energy in you. Every single day, we are called to walk in our purpose. Answer the call. Lay down your burdens, distractions, and anything that's holding you back, and take your rightful place. The battle is all around us, and it's right in your face. Let's go.
So this is the first time we're going to incorporate this. So I have Sheikh Sufi, Babalawo Ifakunle, Taita Oswald doing prayer openings. Wherever you're listening from, let us know in the chat because you make the difference in the days, weeks, months ahead. You make the difference, family. So here we go.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is Sheikh Sufi Ba. SheikhSufi@gmail.com. CHEIKHSUFI@gmail.com. Opening prayer for the greatest shaman that I know in the West, Brother Ankh, Rising Sun. A'udhu billahi bismillahi ina waliyullahu. A'udhu billahi bismillahi ina waliyullahu. A'udhu billahi bismillahi ina waliyullahu. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin al-Fatihi lima uglika wal-Katimi lima sabaka Nasirul Haqi bil Haqi wal Hadi ila siratika mustaqim wa ala alihi haqqa qadrihi wal miqdarihi al-azim.
Shukran, Judah Jeff, Sheikh Sufi.
Aboru, aboye, aboshishe, umbunto, assalamu alaikum, sandao, greetings, whatever your language and whatever your ethnicity is. I send light and love from Harlem, USA. I am Babalawo Oluwole Abiomi Ifakunle Adetutu Ironklo de Manyansa. And today I'm going to give a prayer. To Olodumare, to Olorun, to the Sumole, the Agbamole, Funfune, Legi Kuku Tekun, Mojuba Luwe, Derun, Mojuba Mude, Mumalema, Fom, Atiwojo, Obaloni, Obatiti, Lai, Okiti, Biri, Pojo, Ekuda, Oyigi, Otariku, Mojuba Ilu, Derun, Mojuba Bobo, Risa, Bobo Egogo, Latini, Orun, Bobo, Risa, Pata, Agbaye. Aiba Alabamaja, okay, lay him offer, Lupon, Adewayo, Moladun, Omoloja. We give praise to our Olodumare, to God, the owner of today, the owner of yesterday, the owner of all days to come. He to whom the Rumole and Agmamale exists to know his laws and command, originating and creator of all things discovered and yet to be discovered. We give praise for the great ancestors, those who have passed and left their wisdom behind for us to nurture and be able to support our lives in each and every way and each and every day. We give praise for the deities that have allowed us to be here and allow for the great teachings that they have allowed for us to receive. We give praise to Orumida, the great diviner, witness creation, second only to Olodumare, the owner of medicine, more powerful than medicine. We give praise to the messengers and the divine avatars that have come, like Simeon Toko, like Arumila, like Muhammad, like all of those who have come and have brought their message, all the messengers to all the messages, and the most inspirational and corrective king of the world that descends in nights and spreads from his hand in order to light the way of life. We give praise for the power within power that exists within the Yamis and the perpetuation and an atonement that is needed to be able to maintain good order and the balance in the world. To the Iwori Awo, and to the Agba Mole, and to the Ifunfune Legi, and to all of those special deities that bring and sell our prayers up to God. Today we ask that goodness may be able to reign, happiness and love, and be able to permeate every aspect of our being. As today we give praise for the water that we drink, for the sun that shines on our face with that burning heat, and for we give praise to our dear Mother Earth, whose force allows us to be able to be stimulated and centered here on Mother Earth And we give praise for that air that we breathe that fills our lungs and allows for the continuation of our life to be so vibrant and with strength, vitality. Today, I give praise. For there is no other goodness that we can do but to show gratitude. If we have shown gratitude, it is only beneficent, it's only befitting that we show our benevolence back into the universe. So it is with gratitude and love and respect for my human beings, with that mindfulness that I'm sending out to you in the universe. Today, let us be of good character and of goodwill. I can be reached at www.ifakunle.com for consultations, for direction, and helping you to figure out your best destiny. Ashe.
All right. And here we go to the next prayer.
O Great Spirit, Great Mystery, sending a prayer of peace to this world, to all the humans, a prayer of peace to all of us. May we remember how to be good relations. May we remember how to be good brothers and sisters. Sending a prayer of love to the heart of the earth. Thank you, Mother, for loving us so much. Thank you for being so forgiving with us. Thank you for being so patient with us. May your light reach all the beings that are suffering right now. May your light, may your love reach their lives. May your light guide them in the right direction. May your love give them strength for them to keep walking, living. Sending prayers to all of you, my family. May we always remember to be together, that we are all one big family, that all of us belong to this earth. Thank you, Mother. Hi, familia. My name is Osvaldo Pomaquiza. I come from Ecuador, and I want to invite you to sit with me. I serve a Grandfather Wachuma. My phone number is 201-981-4545. Feel free to text me, call me, and I also give you thanks for this space. Thank you so much. I love you.
All right. That was Taita Oswald. That was Babalao Ifakunle. And that was Sheikh Sufi. And want to thank you, everyone who's listening. Don't be shy to let us know what part of the world you are listening from. And before we do the final opening, I want to remind everyone that in the days to come, y'all make sure you be drinking your Siha tea, your Kinkaliba tea. I just had a call from a brother who's telling me he might have some health challenges. Don't wait until you have a health challenge before you start drinking tea. Start as a preventative lifestyle of drinking the tea so that you may be able to get a head start on keeping your blood circulation optimized. All right? Don't wait until the burglar of disease has gotten into the house of your body temple. Stay ahead by preparation, herbal preparation. As I said earlier today on a short clip with a beautiful sister named Chioma, better to drink tea and no food than food and no tea. With that being said, let's do the invocation. I am in me. I am in you, the listening audience. I am in our featured guest, Dr. Abdullah Bey. I am within the sea of life. We bring our consciousness together now and in the future to exalt our divinity and wash away our amnesia to our true purpose, our true nature, and our true destiny. So as we look upon the past incarnations like waves in the ocean of life, we say, as an overview of our higher awareness, yes, I am forgiving all soul incarnations from my past lives. And I ask all soul incarnations to please forgive me. And most of all, I forgive myself. And as we peel the heel of our consciousness into the now and future possibilities, infinite timelines, we say, yes, I am forgiving all souls in this life and all future possibilities. And I humbly ask that all souls forgive me. And most of all, I forgive myself. And as we bring our awareness into our ascended master ancestors, we want to thank and invite their inner light, illumination, inspiration, and assistance in manifestation of our dreams, our hopes, our desires. So I reach and ask Saint Germain, Ascended Master Saint Germain, gatekeeper of Northern California, into the mountain of Mount Shasta, into the hollow earth where average human lifespan is 1,500 years. We ask you and thank you, Saint Germain, for being with us tonight. We look at the latest Christ born in the Congo, Simeon Toko, who raised an army of black angels. We thank and invite to be on the platform tonight. Ascended Master Sheikh Ahmadou Bamba, Sheikh Ibrahim. We thank and invite you to guide our words. Put your hands on the shoulders of our young brother and illuminate our minds so we may restore the 12-strand DNA activation of love, wisdom, and power within each of us, our brothers and our sisters. We call on Melchizedek, Enoch, the Ethiopian, who ascended into the heavens and became Metatron. We ask for protection as we go into the darkness of the shortest days of the northern hemisphere. Protect our women, children, family, friends, and loved ones, Archangel Michael. And may we always remember your deflector shields of ignorance to repel us from our temples is only a request away. Angel of strength, Archangel Gabriel, we thank and invite. Archangel Uriel, angel of knowledge and enlightenment, we thank and invite. We call upon ascended masters of the Orion Dogon star system. We thank and invite you to be a part of this platform so that we may have a Buddha, a Nuke Punuk, and Om golden touch upon the masses so they may be awakened out of the quagmire of their monkey mind to their inner heart's illumination and divine way every day. We ask for a coup of consciousness upon the cross-eyed school bus world leaders on this chicken farm prison planet, that the so-called gatekeepers, human and non-human, known and unknown, seen and unseen, have a quantum galactic override so they may understand that there's a beautiful purpose beyond their miseducation and insidious indoctrination. We ask ascended masters, Palladian star system, Andromeda galaxy, ascended masters to swim through, permeate, saturate, inebriate the surface population and help them with their consciousness elevation. You, me, we, in the spirit of Ubuntu, Ubuntu, Ubuntu. We ask the presence of Buddhas, Lady Buddhas, Krishna, Lady Krishnas. We ask for Surface Bay, Sanat Kumara, Kutumi. We call upon Ascended Master Himalaya. We call on Ascended Masters from Atlantis, Lemuria, and the Ascended Masters who live in the Earth's interior to be with us tonight and in the future. Whoever listens to this show, may they be anointed with illumination, peace, and protection. And we say together, Ashe, Mahalo, Donada, Wado, Amen, Amen. And let's get on with the platform. We had Brother Abdullah just here momentarily. I don't know where he went that quick. Anyway, we have at least 30 people in the chat. Let us know where you're listening from, where you're at. I want to thank, while we're waiting, I want to thank Baba Phil Valentine. I want to thank brothers who are on the platform for the 3 wise men. It was who else do we have? We had Phil Valentine, we had Ross Ben, and we had Baba Ifakunle. We also had Lloyd Strayhorn. I want to thank all who were. We had an incredible time, and that's what inspired me to say we got to pray our way and transform this holographic reality from where we're listening from. All right, so here's Abdullah Bey. I hope he got his device connected. I'm trying to see there. Looks like he's coming in. All right, Islam, my brother. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I think you got a bad connection, internet connection. So we got to improve it. We got it. Greetings from Texas. Let me see. I'm going to call him because we might have to improvise, family, on tonight's program because I can hear him, but he seems like he can't hear me.
I can hear you.
Okay, but you're frozen, man.
I'm frozen. I need to use your phone.
You need to go out and come back in. Phone. Yeah, use your cell phone. Yes. All right.
I'm using another phone.
Okay. Right. So Brother Abdullah will be with us momentarily. All right. Also, family, we're going to have I put together this flyer for you. This is Healing Tuesdays. Starting to get in the chat. We're already starting to get people saying they're having various forms of challenges. So this is going to be Tuesdays consecutively. Crystal Healing Tuesdays starting tomorrow. All right. And Wednesday, we're going to have a promotional show. Thank you, Kafunya and Monique from Nicholas Bookstore. We're going to have Wayne Chandler and guests. And this show will happen this Wednesday at 8 p.m. And we're going to be promoting insights so you can have a digital introduction to our renowned guests. All right, that's going to happen on Wednesday. All right. Been in the lab zone. Been working with xenon and putting it inside of pyramids. And the amazing thing, we don't hear anything about it here in the States. There's actually xenon therapy clinics. And this noble gas that's pulled from the air, concentrated out of the atmosphere, regenerates the cells. Period. All right. This is some of the benefits while we're waiting. Stimulates brain activity, increases concentration, reduces fatigue, headaches, sleep disorders, and most of all, because most folks we know nowadays, they're going crazy. This helps to get rid of negative emotions, you know, fear, irritability, anxiety, depression, and still studying the amazing benefits of xenon. And here are some of the researched benefits: boosts immune system, enhances health, stimulates metabolism, accelerates injury, surgery, recovery, speeds up rehabilitation, increase physical activity and performance, induces deep relaxation and meditative states. That's just some of the benefits. Still waiting on Brother Abdullah to connect his phone. Let's see what else. So Tuesday, let me tell you, it's going to be a healing pool party. Everybody in the crystal pool. This is going to be happening. You bring your whatever you may need assistance with. We're going to help each other. We're going to assist each other. And we're going to illuminate each other so that our chakras may spin at the velocity of love and light. And let me see what else. Here's a picture of Archangel Michael by way of the original Ethiopian text. Ethiopian had a Bible that was superior to the slave version of the King James version, you know, where slaves obey your masters and all that. There's 20 missing books out of the regular Bible. Okay. And Ethiopians also have their photos and their depictions. The earliest Bible is from Ethiopia. All right. Okay, here we go. Let's see how.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
All right, now we can hear you.
I'm using a
Welcome.
different phone. I'm using a different phone.
All right, yeah. Putting you front and center, my brother. Introduce
Yes.
yourself and what you're going to be doing. And we got over 35 folks listening to you right now. Talk to us. What's happening? Okay, it looks like Brother Abdullah's having problems.
All right.
Looks like you're having internet
I'm
problems,
Abdullah
brother.
Mosi Bay.
Yeah, family.
All right. I am author of several books. Namely Moors and Masonry, Part 1,
Yeah.
Moors Masonry Part 2, and the How Venus and Moon Rule, and a host of other books. We can go to.
Yeah, Abdullah, your internet is jacked, man. His internet is it's not coming through. But we're planning on having this every Monday. And while we're waiting for him, let's have some fun. I'm going to pull up a YouTube video of understanding the word I am and what happens, the 12 strand activation when you say I am master. All right. And I'm going to see if I find that. There was a movie called Bruce Leroy, the master. Who's the master? Let's see. Let me see if I can get this up. This will be fun to watch. All right. All right. Let me see if I can get that here while we're waiting for our brother, because his internet is not popping the way it should. So I want you to see this because everyone. All right. Here we go. Yeah, brother Abdullah, you're gonna have to upgrade your internet, man. We can't hardly hear you, brother.
I have to use my phone next time and my laptop.
Okay, we're gonna do it by the phone right now.
Let's do it by the phone then.
Yeah. All right. We're
gonna do it by the phone.
Yeah. Go ahead. Talk to us.
All right. Peace, everyone. All right. Once again, I'm Abdullah Mosi Bay. I am author of several books. Now, namely Moors and Masonry Part 1, which I've done 25 years of research in treaty studies and Moorish history, dealing with Moorish power, particularly of Moorish power and rulership of the high seas during the 15, 16, 1700s, and the Moorish captivity of Europeans and wars between Moors and European powers. Also, I have Moors of my book, How Her Venus and Moon Rule. I've been teaching etymology since 2003. I taught etymology, which deals with the history, origin, and true meaning of words, at Pan-African Studies Community Education Program, Temple University, for 20 years. I taught over 1,500 adults there at the university, the Pan-African Studies Community Education Program. I've also written a book called How Her Venus and Moon Rules. And I'm very excited for this opportunity to bring this thought-provoking topic, the science of the spoken word. I'm looking forward to illuminating you and enlightening you, bringing you to a higher level of thinking, and so that we can understand the science of the spoken word, the power of the spoken word. So once again, Hank, thank you for having me.
Yeah, man. So for the audience, I want to thank everyone who's listening. How important is knowing how to speak, being that we're using an occupational language? Tell us about how important is sound, because some of us know that sound seems to be the origin of creation. How important is it to be mindful of our spoken words, brother?
Well, if you're looking at two aspects, sound and the original meaning of words. Now, if you're looking at sound and how sound affects the higher brain senses. Sound deals. The ancient technology is based in sound and pineal gland resonance. You have what's called the Schumann resonance, and as well as what they call the solfeggio scale. Was actually that solfeggio actually had taken that from us, that concept of the sound of 432. 432 hertz deals with the natural sound of the universe. And during the late 1800s, there was a concerted effort to construct an artificial sound of 840 and suppress the natural sound of the universe, 432. And so that is actually controlling our minds and our thinking. So now we're looking at another aspect of meaning. Most people, the masses of people, think that words have various meanings that are coming from that. Words change meanings. Well, words do not change meaning. So words are inanimate. So words can't change meaning on their own. There has to be a ruling power that creates new meanings. So it is improper to say that words change meanings. Words are given constructed meanings by ruling powers, by invading powers, to suppress ancient thought, ancient philosophy, to keep us divided, to keep us away from the thought and mindset of our ancestors. Embodied in the mother meaning of words, which is the true meaning of words, is the thought of our ancestors. So we are not walking in the mindset of our ancestors. So how important, once again, is that it will restore us to a position where we're now begin to walk in the thought and mindset of our ancestors.
Okay. We're listening.
Yes.
And this is interesting. So what's this present state of Moorish acoustical mastery? What do you find is most needed amongst us modern day Moors, also miseducated in the school system that was designed by the Rockefellers? What's the deepest dysfunction that you find, Doc?
Well, because I've been studying etymology since 1998, and I'm aware and understand the power of true meaning of words and the positive effect that it will have on the society. How the true meaning of words will actually bring about how things and give us a proper view of how systems was originally constructed. So there's a quote by Philip K. Dick. The basic tool for the manipulation of reality is the manipulation of words. Those who control the meaning of words control the people who must use them. So there is a controlling of how people think. We mentioned Rockefeller, General Board of Education. So people are being guided into this constructive way of thinking, being guided away from our ancestral thought so that we can be controlled. It's a controlling mechanism. So if you don't have your ancestral thought as a center of all that you do, then the European conquering powers, Spain and France and England and Netherlands, Dutch Republic, can just ring a bell like Pavlov's dog, and we begin to salivate. I mean, they can orchestrate through constructive meaning of words and take us away from our cultural centered thought. And that was done with purpose. That was done with this thought in mind. So once you understand and have a knowledge base, as I do, that the true meaning of words embody culture thought, the masses of people throughout the world are not aware of this. They only see language as, well, that's the way I can communicate with my friend and so forth. That's one level. But language carries the genetic code, the culture thought, the philosophy, the mores, the folk ways of how our ancestors lived. The traditions are embodied in the true meaning of words. So it's just not a way of communicating with your friends and homeboys, homegirls. It's a way of passing tradition and ancestral thought and maintaining that. It's a way of binding a people with one concept, one thought. We have to come to understand the language from this perspective. Those who know linguistics as I do, know the power of linguistics, language from this perspective, not just the mere I gotta communicate with my friend or homegirl perspective. I understand. Thank you for Hank. We have to. It's important that I convey this concept.
Keep going, brother.
Yes. So
you got the platform, bro.
So we have a list of words, Hank, because I think this is the introduction and a great one at that, and I greatly appreciate that you. So that this will lead into, I got about 27 words here, and by my giving them, looking at particular words and seeing how seeing the cultural ancestral thought that is embodied in the true meaning of words. Let's look at the word Lucifer. All right, so I say the word Lucifer. It emits, because the connotative meaning or constructive meaning emits an emotion in people. Yeah. See that? An emotion. Of fear. Yeah. Lucifer. Fear. See the control? See how we're away from our culture thoughts? And let me give it to you. Lucifer, L-U-C, the Latin means light. F-E-R, the Latin form, means bearer. Lucifer, the light bearer. In its ancestral cultural application, it denotes the planet Venus. The planet Venus is a bright planet. It denotes our understanding of the agriculture and how Venus is used to the center of the Venetian calendar. The name Easter denotes the planet Venus. Yeah. So we're looking at what's called the heliacal rising of Venus between mid-March and mid-April. That brings about the raining season. So having that knowledge, knowing when to plant by timing based on the heliacal rising of Venus, and then you have what's called the Venetian calendar. The Germans took the Venetian calendar out of the Mayan area and took it to Dresden, Germany. It is in the Royal Museum of Dresden, Germany, and the Germans called it the Dresden Codex, Dredsen, Dresden Codex. The Germans named the Venetian calendar, the Mayan Venetian calendar, Dresden Codex. So you're looking at a way of life, a way of timekeeping and measurement, a way which we knew have the knowledge of planting and harvesting based on the heliacal rising of Venus, which is Easter. Easter, but they applied Easter to a male. A female name is applied to a male. Yeah. Easter. The celebration of a male. No. So the female name Easter, deriving from the Canaanite Ashtoreth, you have Ishtar, Isis. So this Easter. So the name Easter has an ancient form, Ishtar and Babylonian. You have Ashtoreth and Canaanite. So they maintain the name in its modern form, Eastr, but suppress the knowledge of what it applies to, and also associated Easter with a male. See that? It's a key. So this is a key. So now we're gonna tie it. So Lucifer, the light bearer, which is why. Let's go even furthermore. The bright and morning star. There are 580 days where Venus rises before sunrise. She is known then as the bright and morning star. There's 50 days between Venus transitioning to the bright and evening star, where Venus now rises after sunset, and she's known as the bright and evening star. So it's like 260 days, and then you have their 50-day period of 260 days. So this now begin to, once you understand or gain that knowledge of the true meaning and application of words, you begin to see the motive. It gives you insight on the motive of the constructive meaning. As I said before, language carries our ancestral center, our cultural, our folk ways, our more ways of how we live. And that's passed down through traditionally. You strip a people of that. So they're discombobulated. They're not unified. So language unifies, meaning that the thought, the knowledge of the ancestral center unifies, not just mere language alone. Because you have those, for example, I remember teaching Moors classified as Puerto Ricans. And they've said all their life, Miraculous, Sabado, all right? They've said the Domingo for Sunday, Miraculous for Wednesday. They've said Martes for Tuesday. They've said Viernes for Friday, but they did not know that they were saying names of planets. They said the words all of their lives and did not know When they said Martes, it's Mars. It took my writing it on the board, placing Martes on the left and placing the word Mars on the right, placing the word Mercurius on the right, left, and the word Mercury on the right. They said, ooh, Mr. Bay, Mr. Bay. Remember, they're saying these words all their life now. Yeah. All their life. See that? So here they're speaking Spanish all their lives. Mm-hmm. But because there's no association with the ancestral center, the ancestral thought, it's just a fleeting. Mercurius, Martes, Uranus, which is Venus. So you see the power of language and what it connects to, our culture. Continue. We have the word. Let's look at Friday the 13th. I say Friday the 13th. So we have, since he said the devil. On the 13th. Friday the 13th. So it's an unlucky day. You see how it affects us emotionally? Why is that? Because it was given a constructed meaning. Friday, F-R-I, is the root. Then you have the word day. F-R-I comes from the Old Norse word Freyga, F-R-I-G-G-A. Freyga is denotes the goddess of fertility, which is what? Venus. Venus is Freyga. Why? Once again, because of the helical rising of Venus. And the helical rising again, once again, brings about the raining season for agriculture and corn maize and vegetation to grow in time to the Venetian calendar. So what it is doing is controlling our way of life, controlling our agriculture, teaching away so we can go down and go to supermarkets. We go to supermarkets, that's control. Yeah. Where we were planning for ourselves. It's control. So you stop the people from growing their own food and suppressing the knowledge of agriculture, planting and harvesting, so you can control them. I'm going to tie this in to April 1st because this all ties in. April 1st. Ooh, it's April Fool's Day. Ooh, April Fool's Day. All right, why April? Why? Where did that come from? Those who continued, there was a royal decree where the New Year's, which is the vernal equinox, March 21st, is spring, the vernal equinox. Yeah. That's the new year. There's a decree that the new year will be changed from March 21st, which you can't do, but it's on paper, to January 1st. Those who continue to have the knowledge and maintain and celebrate the new year, March 21st, they were called fools. So they got the people to call those who understood and honored the natural new year, the vernal equinox, fools, to discourage them, to discourage them to maintain the seasons and having knowledge of that. See that? So people don't know why. Oh, April Fool's Day. Yeah, April Fool's Day. We don't know the origin. So I wanted to have the opportunity to make that connection, because now it's about suppressing the knowledge of agriculture for control. Continuing. We have the word month. The word month means moon. Abdullah, why does the word month mean moon? Let me answer the question. Because you're looking in a society that governed by the lunar calendar or moon calendar. There's 13 months or moons. Every 28 days, the earth revolves around, the moon revolves around the earth in 28 days. The word menses, ministration, means moon. The woman has 13 of them, not 12. So the women are walking lunar calendars, and they're being governed by the cycles of the moon. Let's continue. There's not 7 days in a week. There are not 7 days in a week. There's 7 days in a week in a lunar calendar. There's not 7 days in a week. Only 7 days in a lunar calendar. That's counting. It's not what Abdullah says. It's nothing to believe in. It's all to count in. Once you see the first quarter of the moon, crescent shape, you start counting. You have your new moon, which you can't see. 7 days later, you see the crescent, which is the first quarter moon. 7 days from there, you'll see the full moon. You can count it. Okay. Then from the full moon, 7 days later, the last quarter moon. There's nothing to believe in. It's all to measure or count in. All right, so there's 7 days in the lunar calendar. That's where the 7 days of the week come from. Based, meaning that what I'm saying can be proven or disproven. It can be proven or disproven. You count the days between each major moon phase, from the new moon to the first quarter moon, 7 days. From the first quarter moon to the full moon, 7 days. From the full moon to the last quarter moon, 7 days. From the last quarter moon to the full new moon, 7 days. That's the origin of the 7 days in a week. But people just say 7 days in a week. Yeah. No, 7 days in a week in a lunar calendar. Let's give it proper concepts, proper thought. So now we have, let's look at the word continuing along with the astronomy. The word consider. The word consider, which means to look upon the stars, to observe the stars carefully. So when you move, you have what's called 3 processes by which words acquire new meaning or given new meaning. You have called the transfer meaning, generalization, and specification. When you remove the reference to star in the meaning of consider, you now move from specified meaning, specification, to a generalized or generalization. Because now the reference to star is specificity is removed or suppressed. So now people think that observe or consider means to observe, to ponder, to think. See that generalized meaning? But now we put its analogy, its true meaning, and put the word star back there. Now what? To think about the stars. Yeah. To observe stars. Yeah. Let's look at the word disaster. So let's go back to consider. The prefix is C-O-N. The root word, which is Latin, sider, S-I-D-E-R, is the Latin sider, star. Let's go to disaster. That's Greek. The D-I-S is the prefix, aster, and Greek is star. Yeah. So D-I-S means away. Yeah. Away from the stars. Yeah. So disaster is when a calamity occurs when a star is not in alignment. So the misalignment of the star and brings about calamity. That's a disaster. Let's look at desire. The prefix DE, and you have SIER, which is from the French. Okay. Star. Yeah. So to look upon the stars, to look favorably upon the stars. That's the desire, to look favorably upon the stars. Yeah. So you see, so why do these words, Abdullah, have astronomical references and meaning. Why the true meaning referred to astronomy? Because it gives you what? Knowledge and insight of the culture. To see why they are construct new meanings to take us away from our ancestral thought. A heavy into astronomy. When you talk about navigating ships, that's the knowledge of astronomy. Map making, knowledge of astronomy. Geography, knowledge of astronomy. Calendar making, knowledge of astronomy. You're talking about the basis of civilization, astronomy. So see that? Continue right along. The word witch. The word witch, once again, we have this fear going on. Witch, Wicca. The word witch is a seer. The W-I-T, the V-I, the Latin form, that's modern English. W-I-T, wit, witness. The Latin form is V-I-S, as in the word vision, visionary. A witch is a seer. The women being intuitive in the natural seers, and the wealth passing down to the motherline of the family in the Iroquois Constitution, Articles 44 to 45. Articles 44 to 45 in the Haudenosaunee, known as the Iroquois Constitution, preserves the ancient principles, the ancient matrilineal principles, where the wealth, titles, are passed down to the motherline of the family. So what you got to do? Create this. They're evil. They're devils. Yeah. Kill them. Kill them. I mean, what's the motive? Has nothing to do with hating women. Nothing to do with hating women. If you go there, they got you. They want you to stay there. They want you to stay with that thought of hating. Oh, it's still with hating women. So wait, still with hating. It has nothing to do with hating women. Once again, Articles 54, because I got to give you solid references. Articles 45 to 55 of the Haudenosaunee, the Iroquois Constitution. Read it. You'll see the matrilineal principle, lineal line, where the wealth and titles are preserved in that Constitution. Titles and wealth passed down to the motherline of the family. So once you understand how systems, how societies were originally constructed, and you begin to know the motives of the European conquistadors. Has nothing to do with hating women. It's a smokescreen. Continue right along. The word holy. The word holy means the Holy Bible, the book of the Son. So we have the book of the Son. Let's give the word spirit. Oh, you're so spiritual. You pray 5 times a day, and play a rug, and you get on the knees. That's not spirituality. That's not spirituality. Spirituality is the science of breathing, controlled systematic breathing. That's being spiritual. The science of breathing, to activate the higher brain senses, to bring more oxygen to the brain, other parts of the body. So they suppress the cultural knowledge of the words in spirituality. Continuing right along, the word sin is the Sumerian name for the moon. We all born in sin, which is a good thing. Yeah. You're not born in sin? You're not born in sin? Hold on. Oh, you got the fallopian, the egg, in the fallopian tube, the ovary. You have the birth canal and the fallopian tube and egg is there. There's the fertility. You're not born in sin? Once again, the moon revolves around the earth 28 days. All right, the word menses means moon. The moon governing the menses, administration of women, 28-day menstrual cycle, 28 days in which the moon revolves around the earth. That's not fertility. You're not born in sin. So they're right by saying we're born in sin. There's nothing wrong with that. What they do, they apply a negative connotative meaning to it. Yeah. That's the control. Taking us away from our ancestral thought, our centered thought. Our ancestors are our center of our thoughts. To realign our ancestors is to what? Realign ourselves with the true meaning of words. Because embodied is our ancestral thought. And I'm putting heavy emphasis on our ancestral thought, the culture tied to it. Not just, this field of study called etymology and, all it deals with the true meaning of words. And that's too casual with it. No. You're not going to bring people up to that. You got to get them to see the ancestral thought in it. That's embodied. Not some academic field of study that you go to university to study. I'm not coming from an academic perspective from this position. I'm coming from a cultural, a center thought. Meaning, let's look at astronomy. I wouldn't teach astronomy from an academic perspective. Okay. From a culture. So I coined a term called cultural astronomy. Astronomy is our way of life. When you get people to give them a proper orientation, O-R-I means rise, orient, a proper orientation to what? Our culture, our ancestral center as our way of life, of tying it to agriculture, harvesting, planting and harvesting, calendar making, map making, navigating ship. The mass of the people are not to know that astronomy is the basis of those areas. Right along. We have the word Judah, J-U-D-A-I, D-A-H, J-U-D-A-H, Judah. The root word is J-U, coming from the Chaldean I-U, which is the sun, S-U-N. Okay, the sun. The name Jesus, so I'll bring Jesus in. So we have the word Jesus and the word Judah, this title. The word Jesus and Judah have the same origin, the same mother. So you have the I-E is the Egyptian form. The I-U is Chaldean. It means sun, S-U-N. The I-O is Phoenician. So Jesus is the light of the world. That's the actual sun. Yes. The Lion of Judah is the constellation or grouping of stars, Leo, the lion. Yeah. Then you have Lion of Judah. That's the age of Leo. Lion of Judah is the age of Leo, or when the sun, the summer solstice sun, rose in Leo. The summer solstice sun has not always rose, all right, in Cancer. You have what's called the vernal equinox, or the aegis, or the precession of the equinoxes, every 2,152 years. The vernal equinox moves in retrogression 30 degrees. So understand, it moves 1 degree every 72 years. The rule of 72 in accounting, the rule of 72. So the vernal equinox moves 1 degree every 72 years. It moves 30 degrees every 2,152 years. So now we're talking about backwards now. We're going backwards. So Leo is before Cancer. We're talking about backwards now. We're talking about retrogression. So we're going to look at the zodiac and go backwards. Leo is before Cancer. So it's Leo, then Cancer, not Cancer and Leo. And retrogrations dealing with ages, it's backwards. It's Leo, So you have here, so 2,000 years ago, the summer solstice sun rose in Leo. 2,000 years ago, the winter solstice sun rose in Aquarius. Let's look at the Sphinx or Anu Aketa. The Anu Aketa, in Greek, the Sphinx. The Sphinx has what? A body of the lion, and head of a man. The body of a lion, that's what? The sun, the summer solstice sun, 2,000 years ago in Leo. The head of a man, the summer solstice sun, in Aquarius 2,000 years ago, right in our face. That's the preservation of the previous age, right in our face. See what our ancestors did? Preserve the knowledge.
But see, I had to think about what you said ago.
All right, so we have here, continuing, the word God. The word God coming from the Sanskrit Kuda, Khudia, Kuda, and you have from its Gothic or Persian Huta, Huta. It means invoke. Entity outside is what you do. God being a verb, it's what you do. It's not an entity. So what they did was suppress its cultural, once again, our cultural, ancestral, cultural center, suppress that and got us thinking that's some entity that you pray to outside yourself. But it's actually a verb, the invoking of higher thinking. And the word spirit, the spirituality is tied to that, dealing with the systematic form of thinking to bring about increase your guiding. So spirituality, the scientific science of breathing increases your guiding. See, they're taking the words. Now we have the word Christ. I'm going to tie the word Christ to this. The word Christ, all right, karas. The karas is the oil that's secreted in the brain. So once again, we have the spirituality, a science of breathing, would activate, increase your guiding, invoking higher thoughts, all right? Activating the pineal gland, the karas, the oil that's secreted in the brain. So the lower self, where the oil is, well, now in the lower region of the body, you got to now get the Christ to rise in you. And now the oil begins to spiral up the spinal cord like a snake and activating. The sunlight, which is a source of energy, stimulates the serotonin and melatonin in the brain. So we'll see so Christ, the word Christ is a biochemical word. They've taken it away from its cultural center. I continue right along. The word John. The word John coming from the Babylonian word onis. Onis is fish. So we have the Dogons, the Dagons and the Philistine, the Dogon that charted Sirius A, B, and C. Fish is a symbol, ancient symbol of fertility. How does the fish, Onis, tie to Sirius? Easy. We have what's known as the Egyptian New Year, July 4th, which is the helical rising of Sirius. And the helical rising of Sirius brings about the inundation or flooding of the Nile River. At the base of the Nile River is soot. It's high in nutrients. You have what's called the rope stretchers. And the rope stretchers deal with your pi, your 3, 4, 5, all right? 3 square plus 4 square equals 4 square. So 3 square, that's 9. Plus 4 square equals 5 square, that's 25. So you have your rope stretchers, all right, 3, 4, 5, and your rope stretchers. So you're using what they call this is not the Pythagorean theorem. They're using that understanding, the hypotenuse, the base, all right. So you have your hypotenuse, your base, and your altitude. With that knowledge of your rope stretchers, where they were measuring for agriculture, then you have, so you place that, the rope stretchers, 3 knots, 4 knots, 5 knots, all right? And then you have the flooding of the Nile River. See what they're suppressing? The application of our cultural, our ancestral thought. I'm going to say ancestral thought. More so culture thought. The word culture is too broad.
Yeah.
I want to use ancestral. Our ancestral thought. Let's reconnect to our ancestral thought.
Yeah.
Our ancestral center. Continue right along. You have the word Allah, which they suppress the feminine form Allah. When you look throughout ancient world, you'll see the honoring of female deities throughout the world. There's a book by Merlin Stone, When God Was a Woman. And she did her research in the Near East. And she doing archaeological research and showing these various statues throughout the Near East. Females with crescent-shaped horns, crescent-shaped moons, and which was predominant. And the female deities through different parts of the world, the deities throughout different parts of the world, females. So you have this patriarchal, the suppressing of the ancient matriarchal and matrilineal, meaning matrilineal, which is like I said before, Articles 44 to 55 in the Iroquois Constitution preserves, embodies the matrilineal, meaning wealth and titles passed down to the motherline of the family. Matriarchal means mother rule. So this was a normal way of life. When women take on their husband's name, they're maintaining Europe. That's a practice of Europeans. That's a stealing practice. So they got us practicing a birthright stealing practice. Once again, the motherline of the family. Mm-hmm. So you take the woman taking on her husband's name.
Mm-hmm.
That's always been. No, it hasn't.
Yeah.
Meaning, so we don't know our ancestral center. We just go by what's going on today. And then we're projecting that to always been. It's always been. Like what we do today, we project to, it's always been.
That's right.
All right. So continue right along. The word slave.
Yeah.
And that's why I wrote these words down so I can roll with it. The word slave. We're not descendants of slaves. You can't change your bloodline. You can't change your ancestry, your lineage, your consanguinity, your descent. You can't change that. How you descend of slave, you can't change your ancestry. Slave is an Eastern European nationality. That's an Eastern European ancestry. So, once again, how did it gain this connotated meaning, Abdullah? That's easy. The Russians. The Russians conquered the Slavic people. And the act of the Russians conquering the Slavic people became the new connotated meaning.
Well, that's very...
All right, so understanding. The word nice. The word nice, the etymology. So then we have the word nice is a product of word formation. You have word formation. You have what's called affixes. When you're adding prefixes and root words to prefixes and suffixes to a root word. That's called affixes. You also have what's called combining. All right? Mm-hmm. Compound words or combining. You also have part of word formation, blending. So nice is the methodology of word formation or blending. When you take two words, ni, the Latin ni for not, the word not, ni, N-E with the macron, the line, that's called a macron. The line above the E, that's a macron. M-A-C-R-O-N. And you have Sierre, all right, as in the word science, S-C-I-R-E. The word science means knowing. Yeah. Not nice is not knowing. That's two words blended together to form the word nice. That's called blending. Blending. It means not knowing. Stupid. Ignorant. The word ignorant means not knowing. Ig. All right. The I is the prefix. Yeah. The N-O. The G-N-O. Gnosis. Gnosis is the root word not knowing. So we have so once again we have to continue right along. We have the word Illuminati. Ooh, yeah, the Illuminati will take over the rap industry. The Illuminati, they control the entertainers. The Illuminati, that secret society. No, it's not. Well, I'm an Illuminatus. Hank is an Illuminatus. Illuminati are those who are enlightened collectively. Once again, they took it away from its culture and ancestral thought and got us thinking that it's a secret society of men that's taking over the rap industry, the entertainment industry, and that's part of the control. The word Peter, or the word Peter, is Ptah. P-T-A-H, Ptah. So, so this here on this rock, so you're looking at the rock of Peter. So understanding that they're taking words and creating new meanings, and more importantly, suppressing our ancestral thought. So yes, we use these words every day, but not in the mindset of our ancestors' thought. The power is gained through using the words in the ancestral thought. Continue right along, see on the other words. We have the word Caucasian. Caucasian, Johann Friedrich Blumenbach, the German anthropologist in 1795, placed Caucasian as part of the classification and gave it its modern connotative meaning. Johann Friedrich Blumenbach is the one that defined Caucasian as white people. He orchestrated that modern definition. Caucasian applies to us, those who lived in the Caspian Sea, the little Caucasus. Yeah. So he orchestrated or constructed a new meaning. That was 1795. I mean, it didn't apply, I'll be honest, that didn't apply until Johann Friedrich Blumenbach, the German anthropologist. We have the word Mary. Mary means water. And so I'm going to tie that to Queen of Heaven. Mary and Queen of Heaven is tied to the star Sirius. Why? Because Sirius, being a center of civilization, the helical rising of Sirius that brought about the flooding of the Nile River. It didn't flood everywhere. You had what's called the cross. The cross is not a symbol. The cross is a measurement tool. The cross is in the same category of a 12-inch ruler. A 12-inch ruler and a cross, they're both measurement instruments. The cross, or Egyptian diameter, has notches on it. Famine, flooding, and it's placed within a winding shaft with winding staircases. And meticulous record keepers were kept to predict the annual flooding or drought dealing with the Nile River. That Nile River and its knowledge fed most of the world. So the cross is a center of our ancestors' thought, as it ties with the Egyptian diameter, And so, of course, you give honor to the cross with knowledge that it's a ruler. And knowledge of us that's a ruler, and the knowledge of the Nile River, the Helical Rising are serious, understanding, predicting it, and charting it with the cross. You give great honor to the cross with knowledge that it's a ruler, but not worship the image. So worshiping. See what they did? Suppress our center thought. All right, Kane?
Yeah, brother. This is a beautiful breakdown. You have a packed house. We're up. We're about an hour, and I want people to listen to this show again and integrate all that he shared tonight until next Monday, inshallah.
Until next Monday. Let me give. Can I give once again my information?
Absolutely.
All right. So to get my books, Moors and Masonry Part 1, Moors and Masonry Part 2, How Are Venus, Moon, and Rule, in vocabulary, something that you want, Illuminati and Illumination of the Mind, the Masonic Compass Square, the connection to measurement and timekeeping. Go to Moors and Masonry.org. That's Mooresmasonry.org. Also, the Moroccan Post School of Government and International Law have her free classes on the Moroccan Post Media YouTube page. That's the Moroccan Post Media YouTube page. So thanks again, Hank. We're also coming up in May 18 of next year. There's the Moorish Governance, Birthright, and Nationality Claim Conference, and at Majestic Hall, 800 West Olney Avenue. To get the Eventbrite link, to access the Eventbrite link, go to Abdullah Bey Facebook page. The flyer and link is pinned on my Abdullah Bey Facebook page. All right. So
yeah,
it's $125. Yes.
I just posted the flyer on the
Hank.
screen.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So he just flyers posted on the screen. Anyone, the link, the only one on audience to have the link. But this is something we'll do. This is Moorish Monday, so we'll continue to market it throughout.
Yeah.
So thanks again, Hank, for your love that you have for our people, brother. I greatly appreciate you. I bow to you. I tip my fez and I wrap my turban to you.
Wow. Well, same to you, brother. You know, it takes one to know one. And I want to thank you, the listening audience, to all my Moorish brothers and sisters. And I want to thank all the listening audience, because we have to transform the world through our acoustical projection. Islam, brother. Thank you.
Islam.
And see you next Sunday. I mean, not next Sunday.
Next Monday.
Next
7
Monday.
p.m. Eastern
7
time.
p.m.
Right on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Shukran.
I'll be live on video next time. I'll
all
make
right.
that arrangement.
Thank you,
all right,
family.
Thank you.
Peace.